We are back with 5 moves to make heading into week 6 of your Dynasty leagues. So let's dive right in. The first move is, I think, the most obvious this week, right? James Conner leaves with a knee injury, and that means Emari Demercado becomes the #1 waiver wire ad in basically every single league, whether it's redraft, whether it's Dynasty. He is now the starting running back, at least perceived starting running back for the next couple of weeks, right? James Conner should miss a few weeks, it seems. Keontae Ingram is dealing with a neck injury, so he is the next man up. He is the RB3, now the RB1 potentially for a couple of games here. And is he going to be spectacular? I don't think so. However, if there's volume to be had, he's interesting. He's probably an RB2. Given the landscape of the running back position, 10, 12 points gets you to a top 20 finish most weeks. He very much can do that. He did it this week already after he fell into the end zone. So there's enough to like here that he needs to be your top waiver wire ad. Move number 2 is another waiver wire ad, and that is just go out, add Gardner Minshew, right? We have Anthony Richardson, who is banged up once again. He hurts his throwing shoulder. They say it's an AC sprain and could miss at least a month. Gardner Minshew's serviceable, especially in your Superflex leagues. He is available in over 60% of leagues. We know what Gardner Minshew is capable of doing. He very well could be a top 20, top 15 quarterback in the right matchups. And in Superflex, heading into bye weeks, you're going to get use out of him. He's going to be a semi-valuable piece that may not necessarily win you weeks, but he's a lot better than throwing in a random wide receiver or somebody else that's really not a quarterback into your super flex spot. This offense is capable of tailoring the game plan to the quarterback under center. We saw that when he got his spot start just a week or just 2 weeks ago now, when he threw over 40 times. Sticking with the waiver wire ads, we're actually looking now at Deven Thompkins and Trey Palmer. If you remember back to week 4, way back to week 4, Mike Evans hurts his hamstring and may miss some time here. That means Deven Thompkins and Trey Palmer are both going to see increased usage. Now, Thompkins in week 4 outproduced, out-targeted Trey Palmer, but my bet is still on Trey Palmer because, he carries the size to play outside. Deven Thompkins is 5'8". He's going to live in the slot, and that's fine, but Trey Palmer is going to, readily play that Mike Evans role along with Chris Godwin. Now, the rub here, or the issue, is obviously Trey Palmer is already rostered at a significantly higher percentage than Deven Thompkins is. So Thompkins is likely the guy that's going to be sitting on your waiver wire in Dynasty, but if Palmer's out there, I think he's a great ad and potentially a wide receiver 3/flex play until Mike Evans gets healthy. Now, before we get to move 4 and 5, if you guys want 2 additional moves, if you want 7 moves to make, check out the DLF YouTube membership. We drop extensions of videos. We drop custom videos just for our YouTube members as well. So check that out, guys, underneath the bonus content tier, the DLF YouTube membership. So now to move 4, we are looking to sell 2 faceplant rookies from last season, right? 2 guys that are now in their sophomore season and just have not taken a leap. They have not moved forward. They have not gotten better. And that is going to be 1, Alec Pierce, and 2, Skyy Moore. Now, I have been on the sell Skyy Moore train for a long time, and I'm continuing to not see any type of growth with Skyy Moore. He's pulled in only a 9% target share. Rashee Rice looks better. Kadarius Toney, for all of his flaws, actually looks better. It's just not happening for Skyy Moore. He is not earning targets. He is not a true #1. And we've learned in Kansas City, if you're not a true #1, it really doesn't matter how good you are or how bad you are. You're going to see 2 to 3 targets and probably not matter all that much. So Skyy Moore, I'm done. I'm out. I've been out. I think you should be too. Alec Pierce was said to have a potential breakout season with Anthony Richardson because Anthony Richardson likes to throw deep. And it's not happening because Alec Pierce is not that good of a wide receiver. He was the exact same player in college he was in his rookie season, and that has continued into year 2, right? He has seen 3 or fewer targets in 4 of 5 games. He's well below a 10% target share. He is just not producing with his targets. There's not much to like here. There wasn't much to like last year. Josh Downs has clearly ascended and passed him up on the depth chart already. So what, you're looking at a wide receiver 3 in what's never going to be a truly high volume offense? I just don't get it. And if Alec Pierce can't force his way into targets, it's not going to matter when the situation changes. Because we've seen that 1,000 times. So Alec Pierce, go get a 3rd in any season. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Throw him in as just an open roster spot kind of move in a trade. It doesn't matter. Get rid of Alec Pierce as well. And our final move, go out and kick the tires and try to buy low on JSN. Now, JSN has had a terrible, terrible start to his rookie year. There is no way around that, right? Through 4 weeks, he has just been abysmal. Part of that is because he's playing with a broken wrist, right? He's not 100% healthy. I think coming out of the bye week, we potentially see a bump up in usage, a bump in just efficiency, a number of things that make JSN look significantly better than he did the first month of the season. And I get it. Like it's very difficult to get excited about JSN when you have other wide receivers, other rookie wide receivers that have looked good, right? You have Jordan Addison with multiple big games. You have Zay Flowers earning a ton of targets. And then obviously you have Puka Nacua, who has just turned into a flat-out superstar. So there's all of these other players that have just flashed more. They've shown better than JSN has. So naturally, the sentiment around JSN is starting to question how legitimate he is. I'm going to use that opportunity. I'm going to trust my pre-draft grade, the Seahawks, everybody else that was all in on JSN. I'm going to trust that evaluation. I'm not going to bury him after 4 games here. All right, guys, that is all I have for you. Again, if you like what we're doing here, subscribe. You have questions, you have comments, drop them down below. And if you want 2 additional moves for Dynasty, check out the DLF YouTube membership. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.